This is TinCaps Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to TinCaps on Deck, presented by Hoopy Insurance Services. Prior to Game 3 of this 6-game series, the final home series here in this 2025 season for your Fort Wayne TinCaps against the Dayton Dragons. Joined today by Zach Evans, our pregame guest. Zach, a multi-hit game for you last night. You doubled. You also got your first extra base hit at the high A level on Sunday, that 2-run double with the bases loaded against Lake County. You got 4 runs driven in your last 3 games. What's that feeling been like for you in the box as of late?
It feels good. It feels good to help the team out any way I can. You know, every time you go out there, you just want to find a way to contribute to a team win. And seeing that, hitting with runners in scoring position, I think that's a really good way to, prove that to the team, that you could be useful. So it feels really good to help those guys and help me and, the confidence and everything and help a team win. So feels good.
You mentioned being able to hit with runners in scoring position. You're batting over 300 with runners in scoring position across both levels you've played at this year. What's that approach like for you to get in the box, 7 guys ready to score?
I try to keep it simple as much as possible. Your heart rate starts getting up no matter, where the guys are in scoring position. Try to keep things simple. See the ball deep. Don't run out of barrel. No pull side ground balls. Those are kind of death in those situations. So, see the ball deep, hit the ball to the outfield, try to score a guy. So try to keep it simple as possible.
You're one of 5 guys brought to this roster just over a month ago after the trade deadline coming up from Lake Elsinore. What's been life like for you adjusting here in Fort Wayne over the past month?
It's been relatively easy. The guys here made it really good transfer for me. Playing in front of the crowd that we get here is really awesome. It's a huge step up, which has been cool. The area is nice. I love it here. The weather's been a little bit different, getting a little bit chilly now, but for the most part, it's been really, really easy. The guys here made it easy, the people, so it's been really good.
You had plenty of success in Lake Elsinore before you got here to Fort Wayne. Prior to your call-up, you led the Cal League in hits, and you were top 10 in a handful of offensive categories as well. How do you think your success there led to preparing yourself to being here in the Midwest League? This is known as one of the best pitching leagues in all of minor league baseball.
Right. Yeah, I think it set me up pretty well. As everyone knows, it's a huge step up, going from, low A to here. And, I just try to keep everything, as basic as possible, take my success down there, not try to change too much, just know what I'm capable of doing, play my game, and, just try to keep doing what I know I can do, not doing too much, just stay simple through it all and see what happens. So
you were a 9th-round pick last year. The Padres out of Lenore Rhine, a Division II out in North Carolina. A year and a half later-ish now, give or take a few months. What's been that adjustment like for you going from the Division II level to professional baseball?
It's been huge. It's been pretty crazy. Obviously the competition level goes up. But, I think that place, Lenore Rhine, really helped prepare me, as a player. Just, getting my work in daily, knowing what I can do, seeing different pitches, adjusting, all that sort of stuff. They do a really good job there of teaching people, players, how to adapt to different environments, if that makes sense. So I think that place really helped me out, in the long run and has made me where I am today. So
you and I brought this up before we hit the record button. Growing up in Buffalo, New York, you were a 3-sport athlete in high school along with baseball. You played hoops and you played some volleyball. How do you feel like those other 2 sports attributed to your success on the diamond?
I think every athlete can kind of agree that, staying athletic, whether it's in the off season or throughout the whole year, is super important. Keeps your body in shape, gives you more adjustability throughout the field, whatever you want to do. So I think that's really helped me, stay athletic, if that makes sense, doing all that stuff from high school to now. I even try to get out and try other sports, in the off season just to stay active and get out of baseball because, we're in it for so long. But I think it helps, just keeping your body as healthy as possible and being athletic. So
what does that Rolodex of sports look like for you in the off season that you get to try out?
Not too crazy. I'll stay with the basketball. I'll play a lot of pickleball too.
Okay.
Which is cool.
That's a big thing. Actually.
Yeah. Just lateral movement, stuff like that. It's fun to get out. So pickleball is probably my top one. And then I'll go basketball, try to golf as much as possible. I'm in North Carolina for the off season.
Okay. It's not a bad spot to play golf.
No, it's not bad. So if the weather, allows it to, I'll go out and shoot a 9 or 18, whatever that is. So I'll just try to stay as active as possible. So
Thursday afternoon conversation with Zach Evans prior to first pitch here tonight at Parkview Field. One last question for you. 10 games left in this 2025 season. Obviously, you being here for just over a month now. What are you looking to hone in on and focus in on the most as you try to finish this season strong?
I think I'm just trying to keep playing my game. I think putting a lot of things together that have felt really good, you know, recognizing certain pitches, adjusting to the pitching. Like you said, it's one of the best pitching leagues out there, you know. So, I mean, I'm just trying to adjust to that, stay what I know I can do, and hopefully we can get a few wins here, go into the offseason on a high note. So,
Zach, appreciate your time. Thank you.
thank you.
Lineup's first pitch coming up next here on the TinCaps Radio Network.